It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it.
Baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it.
I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it.
She says, baby,
this is how we do it.
She says, baby.
A carrot.
Oh, please, that's an objectionable vegetable.
My dick cost a late night fee. Yo dick got the HIV. My dick placed on the double feature screen. Yo dick went straight to DVD.
My dick bigger than a bridge. Yo dick.
I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train, and it's not easy to be me. And I've been traveling on this road so long, just trying to find my way back home. The moment is there to go, to be
Look, if you had one shot, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality, oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit, he choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up, that is he know. He won't have it, he knows. His whole back to these ropes, it don't matter, he's dope. He knows that when he's broke, he's so stacked that he knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass. You better lose yourself in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself.
Bobby is free.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Black
talk big t-shirt, Billy Ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dice. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Mile high, run that shit back with some style. Glock talk big t-shirt, Billy Ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dice. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Hey, mile high,
I won't let your love ever go to waste. I won't ever do that to you. You're always the start of my better days. Your gravity is pulling me through. And tell me that you know that. Tell me that you know that. Know that. I can't change the way that I feel for you. That's just the way it is. Hope this don't ever change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Hope this don't ever change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Hope this don't ever change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. You and I drink the poison from the same vine. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Hiding all of our sins from the daylight.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, you put in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me young girl, oh young girl. No tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, calm down.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Feel like I'm in Prince's house, purple paint on the walls, Sitting down on this fancy couch and I can't see straight, I'ma stay, 22, I'm in Paris, baby, got strippers' tits in my face, Roll up in a Bentley, I'm a Christian, I'm a Bentley, I'm a bride.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Then you stankin', nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga? I won't die for this shit or what the fuck I said.
I'm looking forward to cracking up.
I come back, oh, tell me all the ways you need me. I'm not here now. Catch me or I go Houdini. I come back, I go. Prove you got the right to please me. Everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini.
If you wanna go and take a ride with me, get really willing in the phone with the go see. So ride, get so if you wanna go and get high with me, smoke it out in the back of the Benzie. Oh, ride, stop it, and I will do it for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I'll love you long after you're gone. For you, you will never sleep alone. I'll love you long after you're gone.
Bitch on them, baby. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can come leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you living like this, they supposed to have. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can come leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you living like this, they supposed to have.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you want. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you want.
One beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2-beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5, then 6, then a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges. Life changes out of the blues. Just a polite, but ain't it funny what one beer can turn into?
trust me anyway. So whatever, I'll be up and away, up and away. Cause in the end they'll trust me anyway. So whatever.
favorite type of weed was cocaine.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, it's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up $23,000, $24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth. Well, everyone get prepared. Everyone just take a moment right here. Strap in your seatbelt. Everyone lock the fuck in. It's game time. Good morning, everyone, if I may add. Happy again Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It's game time! Traders, we have been on a win streak like no other. We have been making hand over fist money. The stock market has literally just been an unlimited ATM, and every single day we know the PIN code. It's printing today. It's printing last week. It's printing all summer. It has been an absolute joy. It has been an absolute pleasure. It has been an absolute honor to be able to sit here on this live stream in front of you and live trade in your presence. Baby, oh baby. What a way this market's been coming alive. Lock it in, Trey. Let's go. Good morning, guys. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have another little sip of pre-workout. I feel like my energy's a little low today. That's delicious. So, traders, let's talk about what we have. All right, let's talk about what we have. Let's talk about what we're seeing. We're going to turn off the music right here. Get serious. We got about 15 minutes until the market opens on up. We are live over on YouTube today as well. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, smash that thumbs on up. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. So, let's go over absolutely everything to make sure that you guys are all set. First things first. Yes, traders, we have been winning non-stop. Yesterday, we did lock in an $1,800 profit. All I did was trade one stock, but I traded it about 3 times. I traded SNGX yesterday, $1,800, just adding on to this average of $1,500 every single day. My biggest year ever was back in 2021, where I made $550,000. And I was not close to getting back up in 2022 as the market came crashing on down. 2023 was a much better year. I was able to get back above 6 figures. And 2024, we are on track now to be able to break through that $500,000 year. Traders, it has been absolutely insane, absolutely amazing in 2024. We have already cleared 6 figures. We are on track to be able to get back up to $500,000. We are ready to rock and roll, and we are absolutely dialed on in. So, Let's keep this party going. Let's keep making as much money as we can, but it starts right now. So traders, what are we going to be trading today? We have a few options. We have LGVN, that's going to be a top dog. We have KZIA, VRPX, VVPR. How do we know which is the best one? Well, honestly, the only way that we can do this is breaking down every single play and getting an understanding on which one do we think we have the odds. I always say trade like a casino. And you might say to yourself, Dek, what do you mean trade like a casino? Well, don't be the tourist, be the house. Have the odds in your favor. Be the person that you're saying to yourself, hey, I'm going to win over time. You know how they always say the more you gamble, the better chance you have of losing over time? Because the odds are against you when you're playing blackjack, when you're playing craps. But if we reverse those odds, well, now the more, again, we put ourselves out there, the more money we're going to make. The house always wins. So be the house, not the tourist. Let's not just randomly guess. Let's try to figure out what play is going to make sure we have a 70% chance of winning and a 30% chance of losing. What play are we going to get ourselves involved in when we have an 80% chance of winning and a 20% chance of losing? That's what we want to be able to figure on out. So what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and see which stocks have the best news. So when I'm taking a look over on this play, I'm going to Fox Runner, taking a look at what stocks have the best news for us today. Now I can see starting on off, LGVN is up 110% and has a 3-star press release. What's the 3-star press release right here? It says LGVN announces US FDA grants medicine advanced therapy for treatment with mild Alzheimer's diseases. So we do have a good, credible press release over on LGVN. I can also see LGVN is an extremely low float play. So LGVN is really lighting up the board this morning as one of the best stocks out there. Now we do have another a good credible press release. TVGNW is a warrant. We're actually never going to trade a warrant. And our other 3-star press release is VRPX. 3-star press release right here. Positive results of swine model pilot study for ProBDAR. So the thing is, we do have a couple good press releases. If that is LGVN today, definitely want to be watching it. VRPX today, we definitely want to be watching it. Or KZIA, we will definitely continue to keep our eyes peeled on it. But let's just kind of limit it down to these 3 right off the rip. Let's start off with the number 1 top gainer on the day today, which is going to be LGVN. LGVN, what do you guys see here? What do you guys like? What are you guys focused on over on this play? Well, LGVN obviously got this nice liftoff as the press release came on in. The press release brought in attention, and as more attention ran over into the stock, which is only 7 million in float, remember the lower the float, the bigger the spike could be, this stock started taking on off. Now let me ask you guys a question right here and right now. What is LGVN looking like to you? What is this pattern? This pattern is a simple bull flag setup. Bull flag pattern. When we have a bull flag pattern right here, you guys can see, let me grab some examples for every single trader. These are all bull flags where we are essentially doing what? Spike, form a triangle at the corner of the triangle, we get our next leg on up. Spike, we form a triangle, this wedge at the corner of the triangle, and wedge, we get our next leg on up. We have our spike, our wedge, and at the wedge, we get our next leg on up. You guys can see right here, spike, here's the triangle, here's the wedge, we get our next leg on up. We are looking to perform this action right here, where we are looking for this next leg on up, when we are looking for this spike, when we're looking for, again, this nice big, climb here. So what we have at this time is we have LGVN. This stock is getting tighter and tighter and tighter and possibly could squeeze. Now, how high can we go up to today? Well, our target is going to be that 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is up towards the price of 940 here. So 940, that is going to be our ultimate goal of today. LGVN is a stock most likely that traders are going to be focused on right at the start of the day. If we take a look, are there shares available to short, which means are we able to bet against this play? Now you might say, Dek, why in the world would you ever want to bet against the play? Well, remember guys, these are penny stocks. Penny stocks we know are going to fall over time. I don't ever buy penny stocks. I bet against penny stocks. If I know that LGVN, every time it spikes, it falls. Every time it spikes, it falls. Every time it spikes and falls. And over the last year and a half, all it's done is fall and fall and fall and fall. Let's think about the odds again. We want to trade like a casino, but we want to be the house. So the thing is, if I notice that LGVN has fallen over the last 12 months, and every single time we have spiked on up, it has fallen on down, why do I want to be the guy that says, oh, let's go ahead and buy it now? Guys, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the person that's saying, oh, let me buy this. Maybe I'll turn into the next GameStop or something along those lines. I would rather be the person that says, hey, you know what? It's falling. It has fallen every single time it's spiked. Every single time that we have moved on up, we have again come crashing back on down. Why am I buying the stock after it spiked 115%? I again have been able to be on this monster win streak by looking for reversals. Perfect case was again yesterday. Yesterday, guys, we took a look over on, yesterday, what stock did we get involved in? I think SNGX, right? Guys, look what SNGX has done here. SNGX, this play, went on a monster spike yesterday and then gave back all of its gains. Guess where I shorted it yesterday? I shorted at the price of $13.91. I got in at $13.91, this orange line, and we made $1,800 as it came crashing all the way back on down. SNGX traders, notice every single time it spikes, it gives back all of its gains. So this is the thing about, these smaller cap plays. Everyone wants to find a stock that goes from $1 to $20. I would rather find a stock that goes from $1 to $20, and now I know it's going to fall probably back on down towards $1. That's where I am going to have the best chance of success. That's where I'm going to have the best chance of winning. That's where I'm going to have the best chance of profiting. So LGVN, when I take a look over on this play, I definitely would like to see a morning spike somewhere up towards around that 200-day moving average and look for a short there. Now, let me just see something real here. I want to see where a lot of support is at. We have a lot of support right around $5. $5 is a nice support line. We might fall right off the rip back down to $5, or again, that potential pop right up towards $9.32. What I can see is like a little consolidation channel. You guys see this as well? See this little channel right here where we did, there's $4.85, $5 support, and here's top resistance up near around $6.15. So there is part of me that thinks that we might open on up, get a quick spike to $6.15, $6.20, and then just fall right back on down towards $5. Shorting LGVN might be a possible option for us right at the start of the day. So let's just be ready for it. Now, team, what is our favorite thing to do nearly every single morning? Every single morning, come on over to Fox Runner and then click again news alerts. And we are going to have Fox Runner analysts basically give us a great update on all the plays that we like. So what we have right here is under the news tabs, LGVN now up 116% on the day in only 60 minutes. LGVN is the top stock to watch at this time as new catalyst has been released, which has led to massive buying volume coming on in. LGVN does have a US FDA grant for their treatment of mild Alzheimer's. LGVN stat breakdown. Strong news this morning receiving an FDA grant. 112% gain this morning. 7 million in float. 200-day moving average at 944, which is the target, and $5 is our main support line. So again, you guys can wake up every single morning, LGVN broken on down right here. We can see the chart and we have the answer given to us. There's the press release underneath it. Let's see what else we have here for other possible options on this day. We also have right here, this was yesterday, as I'm just talking about it, SNGX. This stock gave everything back yesterday. 575 increase yesterday to giving back 250%. Yesterday, we saw a stock supernova on one of the stocks that our Fox Runner analysts alerted right here for you. SNGX spiked from the lows of $2 all the way up to $14.83 after a strong catalyst was released. But what's next? Take a look at the chart below and figure out what the next SNGX move would be. Looking at the previous 3 spikes, it is very clear to see that SNGX is known to spike hard and give back all of its gains. You must remember, penny stocks are not credible companies. 90% of them will fail over time, so buying any stocks over 200% are going against the long-term odds of you being successful. Exactly what I'm saying. The 200-day moving average of $8.40 and strong $8 support will be your 2 areas to watch for a bounce play. So traders, take a look right here. Notice we have monster spike, gives it all back. SNGX, monster spike, gives it all back. Monster spike, gives it all back. Monster spike, gives it all back. Let's not be a trader that is going against these odds. Let's see what else we have here today. VRPX. VRPX this morning came out with a press release. Everyone listen in, new stock we have not talked about yet. VRPX announces positive results of swine model pilot study on Probidar. So VRPX overview. When taking a look at VRPX today, we can see we have a strong 65% gain in pre-market after releasing positive results. But what we like more is the previous trading sessions. Take a look at Monday. VRPX was the top gainer in the market. Tuesday, VRPX held its gains right underneath the 50-day moving average. And now today, after building higher lows, the company came out with a great press release. This is a stock that has $2 million in float and a lot of room to run if buyers keep bringing in attention. Little warning, stocks that spike hard can easily crash. VRPX, And we love that we are seeing strong news and a strong pop at this time, but you must know, but what you must know is what usually rapidly increases in price can rapidly decrease in price as well. If you're planning on trading VRPX today, wait until it gets back above $2 to show it has strength. We know that the majority of these penny stocks are not good companies. Do not look to enter as momentum is leaving. So what we have right here, guys, VRPX 65% gain in pre-market, strong positive data, 2.5 million in float, $1.50 support, $2 resistance, 265 is the target. So basically what we were talking about before here, traders, is VRPX has positive data. VRPX has built up to two great, previous days, building higher lows. It broke the 50-day moving average and now has room to run up towards around 265. So remember what we talked about earlier already. We looked at the best top gainers on the day. LGVN is one of the best top gainers on the day. We also have VRPX, one of the best top gainers on the day. 3-star press release for, again, treatment data over on LGVN. 3-star press release for positive data over on VRPX. LGVN is all set, ready to go, and could spike all the way up towards that 200-day moving average today of 944. And then other than that, we have VRPX, which did come out with a very good press release as well. Positive data, which has room to run up towards around 265. So it's just coming down to being prepared and being ready. We know yesterday as well, we had SNGX, which is most likely going to be a great short on the day today. And what else do we have here? VVPR. Let's actually check out a look at VVPR. So VVPR team, this is another play, does not have any news today, but as you guys can see, we are all set at this moment as well. So let's see what's going on with VVPR. I know I'm going a little fast. We only got 2 minutes until the market opens on up. It says VVPR came on out with a press release last night. So VVPR just crossed the 100% gain on the morning. VVPR secures extension for US $34 million loan facility agreement. VVPR full breakdown. On July 3rd of last week, VVPR was the number 1 top gainer of pre-market as the stock gained nearly 100% before crashing back down 50% once the market opened. The stock found strong support at the 200-day moving average. Since then, it has consolidated with not much movement, but now that has changed. VVPR came out with another press release last night, which led to a spike. 100% gain in pre-market, 1 million in float, already 10 times its average volume at 7:30 a.m. Strong press release last night. Warning, this stock has so many pumps and dumps in its past, it's very difficult to get a confident understanding on where this stock may turn. Right now, 550, 675, and 850 are the areas that you guys should be looking at. All right, so it did come out the press release last night, so you guys are aware of it. All right, guys, let's just take a second here. Everyone just take a breath. I know we got a lot going on here. It's a very busy morning. We have VVPR as a potential play today. We have VRPX as a potential play today. SNGX most likely going to fall. The SPY still holding that bullish trend. We can go over that in a little bit. And LGVN as one of the hottest plays this morning. So again, everyone just go over, if you guys need a little bit more of a recap, everyone just go to your Fox Runner news scanner. You guys should all have this and just read over the news alerts so that you guys are all set. Okay? So these are the top dogs. These are the top plays. Literally, the answers are given to you right there. So every single trader is all set, ready to rock and roll. Now, let me bring over my scanners here today so that we're all set, ready to dive into this all. I'm going to bring this thing on down. I do want to start off with watching LGVN at the start. And the reason why we're watching LGVN is just because it is the most active. It's the most active. It's moving has the most, I think, the best opportunity. I think a best short will be somewhere in the 630s and 640s. So LGVN, starting off my day, I am going to look to locate shares on LGVN to go ahead and short this play. LGVN, 4,000 shares, $28. I'll accept that. It only cost me $28 to go ahead and short this play. Now, what I want to look for is I want to see if LGVN is going to spike on up into the 640 region. I'm going to say somewhere in the 640s, I think would be the best area for a nice possible entry. So I would do LGVN, limit order, probably I would say, 1,000 shares at a time, somewhere in the 640s, do one order on a sell order. Great. Go maybe a little bit lower here. We actually just spiked on up to, we came on up to a high of the day of 640 on the dot. 640 on the dot. Now it's crashing back on down to 570. You guys take a look what just happened. We came on up to 640. I again wanted to get filled. I put an order at 648 and it just came crashing on down. Man, if I just nailed that 640 mark with 1,000 shares, I would already be up $700 right here. So look at this. I was just shy of, again, nailing that 640 mark. Let's see if it comes back up towards it. I'll still leave my orders right now, but I was going to do LGVN, 640 area, 648. I don't know if we're going to get back up in that 640s. I'm going to do like a 631 area as well. I'll do a, a little bit higher, 658 area, just in case we get a little bit of a spike. So I'm just going to place a couple different orders right here. You guys can also see on the bottom chart, those are my prices of my orders. So you guys could see right here. See, everything that's going on in case the stock does get a little bit of a spike back on up and we do get filled. I just think we have a lot of resistance. Actually, guys, hold on. If we pop back on up here, stick with me here for a moment. If we pop back on up, let's figure out how high this one can really go up to. Okay, let's do this. I know this morning's already been a little crazy with how many trades and how many opportunities we have out there. So let's figure out where can this one go up to. We know, again, 640 was just a nice area of resistance. We came up to 640, came back on down. If we, again, break 640, if we break that 650 mark, is there a chance that we spike all the way up towards those pre-market highs? Pre-market highs are up towards around 715. I would say there definitely is a chance. I do have live orders all set at 658, 631, 648. I'm going to cancel those right now, and I want to kind of, take a breath, get ourselves a better game plan that we can all get after, okay? So, LGVN, I love how it's moving. I love how there's a lot of action. I love how there's a lot of activity. SNGX is another play, guys, that we know a lot of traders are going to be focused on. Remember, when we took a look over here, we know that SNGX is one of those plays that is most likely going to continuously give back all of its gains. Play the chart, not your emotions. So SNGX was a stock yesterday that went on a monster move and then came crashing all the way back on down. SNGX has most of its resistance where at? This line right here. This line up near 1080 is going to be very strong resistance. If we get up towards around 1040, 1050, I would look for an SNGX short. So if we could ever get up towards around this area where I see we have an old spiking high right around $11, where I see we have some 1075, where we're not exactly at the tops here, but a nice rip right from the start. If we ever came on up above 1050 on SNGX within the next few moments, I will definitely look for a reversal and short right back on down. So I definitely would still keep my eyes peeled over on SNGX, see if this play could ever spike on up towards, somewhere around the 1075, 1080 mark. Let's just keep that on our back burner in case that does happen. So we have VRPX, which we're also still watching, LGVN, which we're watching, which has the ugly bull flag pattern. Take a look at the bull flag pattern team getting weaker. Bull flag pattern getting weaker. VRPX trying to spike its way on up. Remember, how high can that play get up to? 200-day moving average is our ultimate target here. Ultimate target is the 200-day moving average if that one can start taking on off. 315 would be the next resistance line. So we have a few plays. Let me just type them on out. We have, again, VRPX. So I just want to type out stocks to watch. We have VRPX, LGVN. We have SNGX, VRPX. Yep, LGVN, SNGX, VVPR. Top dogs to watch at the start of the day. Just want to give you guys your answer right here. So these are the ones that, most traders are focusing on. These are the ones that most traders are on top of. These are the ones that, traders are saying to themselves, ooh, hey, can we get some sort of breakout? Can we get some sort of spike here? I'm not opposed if anyone's in on LGVN right now on the short side. LGVN looks like it's going to start fading and falling back on down towards around $5. So if anyone is sitting on an LGVN short, it does look like it's going to fade and fall all the way back down to $5. I'm not opposed if anyone is sitting on that one and saying, hey, can we get after it here? So again, LGVN still fading right now at this moment. So again, great job so far today. We have not traded anything, not touched anything. I've just been trying to honestly get like my bearings. VRPX coming on up. I do think VRPX, we're going to have strong resistance. Yes, the 200-day moving average at 380 is going to be strong resistance. But I think we could honestly even get a reversal before that. I think we could get a reversal at like, 325, 330. So 325, 330 over on VRPX would be a great starting entry to start getting ready for shorts. If it breaks through, I would say 350, then we're probably definitely going to get right on up towards around that 385 mark. But I would say VRPX, if you are interested, probably somewhere right around 325 to 330 would be a great entry over on VRPX. That could be a place that it starts turning around and starts getting ugly. LGVN definitely getting weaker. VRPX, definitely one of the top dogs here today. SNGX was yesterday's #1 top gainer. I still like SNGX at a short up near around 1075. So remember, short, and let me even just type this all on out so that you guys are all good. So we have SNGX, 1075 area for a short. We have, again, VRPX, 330 area for a short. What else do we have here? We have LGVN. LGVN, most likely going to fall down to $5. Short to $5. And VVPR, not really doing too much. VVPR, too slow at this time. All right, so these are kind of some top answers for you guys, making sure that everyone is all set, prepared. I know, again, today was a little bit crazy in pre-market. We just had so much to go over in such a short amount of time. LGVN starting to fade. VRPX also starting to fade. Team, also, something I want to go over at this moment. S&P 500. S&P 500 is sitting at a brand new high of the day, right? Let's make sure that we are aware of that. The S&P 500 is sitting at a brand new high of the day. So, if we want to take a look over here, what do we have? It says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The SPY, another day, another new record high. It's yet another record close for the S&P 500. The broad market index advanced 0.07% to close this session at 5,576. This marks the index 36th record close in 2024. That's insane to be thinking about, guys. Also posting gains, the NASDAQ composite added 0.14%. So the SPY, the trend is your friend. If you guys just want to take a look right here, the SPY, this is on a 30-minute time frame, and you guys can see bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. As long as it stays above this uptrend, the S&P 500 over the last 7 days is considered bullish. So we are now moving into the 7th trading session where the S&P 500 has held its uptrend. This is the same uptrend which has led to new record highs nearly every day over the past 2 weeks. So look at this, guys. Bullishness, 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 bullishness. This has been absolutely beautiful, continuously pushing itself on up higher and higher and higher. So what I would do if I were you is I would go over to the SPY here, switch on over to a 30-minute time frame, drag this on out, and boom, we get our answers. SPY, bounce play. SPY, bounce play. SPY, bounce play. Deck, where's the SPY bounce play at? Probably 556.75. 556.70 area, right around that mark. That's where we need to bounce. If we start going underneath 556.75, we start getting some weakness, we could easily see 1 to 2 days of red, 1 to 2 days of dropping back down to 555 as we cross over from the bullish side to the bearish side. So just a little heads up for you guys right there that you guys can realize, of course, what is going on. Little side note, we are getting VRPX right now with a little bit of spiking. VRPX with some momentum. VRPX with a nice spike here. We might get halted. We might get halted here, team. VRPX. This is a play. We just got up to 325 so far. Holt area is 331. Now, remember, I do not have any orders just yet. I have no orders just yet. I would like to see, is this one going to get halted? So VRPX, let's see if it gets halted first. Let's see if it gets halted. The LULD is right here, and then we'll come up with a new game plan. Get halted. We want this to get halted, guys. The LULD is at 331. We just hit 330. If you're shorting at 330, again, that was the original alert. I still like it. I still stand by it, but I would like it to get halted first, and then we can look for that reversal. VRPX, the top area is all the way up towards, again, 381, which is the 200-day moving average. So VRPX here, team. Let's see what this play is going to be doing. Has tons of momentum, up 170% at this time. No entries for myself. Deck, how high can this one get up towards? Obviously, the 200-day moving average is the ultimate goal. I'm going to say we're not going to get exactly to the 200-day moving average. I think we are going to get up a little bit higher, but I think we're going to still be just shy of that 200-day moving average. I'm thinking like 360s is going to be our main target. So VRPX, I'm going to get 5,000 shares on this play. Start doing some limit orders. Price, once we get up towards, in the 360s is my goal. So again, 5,000 shares, somewhere in the 360s. High of the day is 339 so far. I would like to see maybe one more little pop up towards the 360s. The 200-day moving average is 384. So I'm basically saying, hey, I think we're going to turn somewhere right around, right before that 200-day moving average. Right now, the stock is up 186%. That's an amazing spike. 186% is an amazing move. I think it's going to get most likely a reversal as we come up towards, again, the reversal area, that 200-day moving average. If you're in right now at 330s, you are in the green. You are doing well. You are absolutely fine. So again, nothing wrong with the 330s. I was hoping that we could get halted first. But right now, again, I'm just going to get prepared and get all set, ready to rock and roll. So far, we got up towards 339 as the high. I would like to break up a little bit higher and get ourselves involved on the first trade of the day. 200-day moving average is where we could average in even more if we wanted to. Waiting to see how much higher is this thing actually going to get up towards. A little bit of a pullback. If you guys are in on it, great job, great work. If you guys are in on this play. If you guys are in on this play, great job and great work. Team, something that, I do want, traders that are watching me to realize. Recently, something I've been doing with my strategy, which has been extremely helpful to me, is I come up with an idea of where I want to get filled. And if I do not get filled at my area, no harm done. Let me tell you guys about a strategy right now that I think is going to be extremely beneficial and extremely helpful to you. What if you only got filled at areas that you have max confidence in, that you feel so great and you feel so good about, and you only got filled here? You are going to have a much better chance of success when you are getting filled after stocks spike all the way up towards strong resistance, where you can enter and then have a great opportunity for them to crash back on down. I do not want to take gambles. I do not want to take unnecessary risk. I again realize that if I place an order right here and I do not get filled, how much money do I lose? I lose $0. I lose $0 if I do not get filled. But if I get emotional, if I get too eager, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get filled, and then the stock could possibly move itself on up even higher, and I end up taking a loss of $300, $500, $1,000 because I did not wait for my entry because I was impatient. The last few days, if we want to take a look over on this, all of my entries have been entries that I've been saying to myself, I want to get filled at areas that I feel great about, that I feel confident about. So you guys can see right here, here's an $1,800 profit because I was feeling great. I was feeling confident. I said to myself, you know what? Let me wait for the areas that I really like. The next trading day, let me go back on down, $1,500 in profit because we wanted to stay confident. We wanted to wait. We wanted to say to ourselves, all right, hey, let's get involved on those next possible trades. Then, of course, right after that, we had that nice summer break. But before that summer break, how much money was I able to make? $1,200. Notice what I have. I have 2, maybe 3 trades on the day. I don't need to be doing anything more than 2 to 3 trades on the day. I'm really just waiting and watching for that best overall opportunity. The day before that, before our, big break, as you guys could see, we just keep winning and winning. $1,300. Now, how many trades did I have here? CLSR, SMCI, SPXW, 3 different trades. You can see up here a little bit more, 5 different trades. But the thing is, I'm waiting for confident moves. We are consistently locking in profits where we feel good about. So where do I feel good about? Up near the 200-day moving average. When we get up near the 200-day moving average, that's where I want to execute because that's where I have the highest level of confidence. So everything comes down to confidence, guys. Confidence is key. You want to do a public speaking, a presentation, have confidence. No one wants to see, someone that doesn't know what they're talking about. You guys want to trade, be confident. You guys want to talk to someone that you have a crush on, you want to be confident. You are about to give a presentation, be confident, right? Anything. You're about to be in a race, be confident. You're about to shoot a free throw with 10 seconds left on the clock and you're down by 1 and you got to make both of them, be confident. That's what it comes on down to, team. Right now, VRPX still having a little bit of trouble over at this moment. So again, VRPX, the high of the day was 339. If you guys got in at 330, congrats to that. LGVN crashing back on down. Take a look at what the bull flag pattern did. We had the flag pattern, but the flag pattern basically fizzled out. You know, the flag pattern at the wedge, we got the sell-off. And this is something I want you guys to realize, and I talk to you guys about this all the time. I can't state it enough. I just can't, guys. And it's because this is how you are going to win. This is how I make all my money. People always ask this, how do you make money in the stock market? How are you able to make millions of dollars in the stock market? How have you been able to be a full-time stock trader every single year for the past 10 years? It's very simple. If you realize that these penny stocks are not good, credible companies, and you say, oh wow, LGVN, every time it spikes, it has come crashing on down. And the stock has also been falling for the last year straight. So every time it spikes on up, it comes crashing on down. And it had a big gap up this morning, and it's most likely going to come crashing on down. Let me go ahead and bet against it. Notice what happens. It comes crashing on down. Dek, yesterday you made almost $2,000 over on SNGX. How did you know that? Well, SNGX, same exact thing. Every time it spikes, it comes crashing on down. Every time it spikes, it comes crashing on down. Every time it spikes, it comes crashing on down. Guess what I did yesterday? I said, you know what? SNGX, it's spiking on up. Let me go ahead and do a short entry. It came crashing on down. That's how you're able to make money. Right? We could take a look over on any play. VRPX. VRPX is spiking right now at this moment, as we can see. Let me ask you guys a question. What has VRPX done over the last 2 years? It was all the way up at $12. It's now at $3. It was all the way down towards around 45 cents. If I saw a stock at $12 2 years ago and now it's at 45 cents, I know that this is most likely just pumped up momentum, social media momentum. People get lost in the sauce too much. They basically say to themselves, oh, I found a stock at 45 cents. It's now at $2. This is going to go up to $9, $100. This is the next Apple. No, it's not. This is just social media pumps that people are just trying to get profit off of. After, again, they're happy, they dump it on off and it turns into nothing. Usually the best way to trade is by looking at all the previous top gainers. Look at all the previous top gainers, and mostly all of them are going to be going on the red side. So every single day, come on over here, scroll on down, look at all the previous top gainers. Previous top gainers on the day, SNGX, ZAPP, PEGY, ATNF, QU, RE. These plays are usually some of the best shorting opportunities to lead towards big time crash and big time dumps and big time weakness. So I do want you guys to just be aware of that you guys could see these opportunities and see these chances here. All right, so again, shorting is the way to be able to make money. I like to short, and every now and then I like to throw in an option trade, right? When we can go ahead and we can take a look over on SPY and we could see a crack of the trend line, that's where we could be able to make some nice money. All right, absolutely beautiful from everyone so far. I know we're waiting for that first trade here. So a little side note as well. Traders always ask me this question, say, Dek, what are the scanners that you are using? I'm just going to give you guys the heads up on everything here and drop all the links for you. So if you're asking right now saying, Dek, what are the scanners that you're using? So this chart here, the breakout scanner here, the high of the day momentum scanner here, the Holt scanner, the penny stock top gainers and top losers, all that. So if you want that, that is from Trade Ideas right here. So again, that is from Trade Ideas, so that you guys are all set, ready to go, and you guys can have basically that same exact layout that I have at this time. Now, if you're saying, hey, Dek, what's, your broker here? What's, again, this position box? What's this level 2? What's, again, this chart over here? What's this order entry? How do you always have shares available to short? How do I go ahead and click locate and be able to have all those shares available to short right here? If you do not know that right here is, let me grab it for you so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So that right here is going to be Lightspeed. So Lightspeed, so that you guys are all set, ready to rock, ready to bring it, and you guys can have the same exact broker that I have at this time. And then last but not least, if you guys are saying, Dek, what's this scanner that shows you all the news, that basically tells you everything that you should buy every single morning? So if you're looking for this and saying, oh, Dek, what's this that has the news alerts and gives you all the hot press releases and rank them on out? That right here, let me grab that for you guys so that you guys are all set. That is Fox Runner. So again, the news and the answers and the alerts right here is going to be over on Fox Runner, so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So those are all of my scanners that I use every day. Trade Ideas, Lightspeed, Fox Runner. If you guys get all three of those, you're all set, ready to go. You really don't need anything else in the market. Okay? You guys get all of that, you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. All right, awesome. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I got to go just fix something right across the room right here. We'll be all set, fired up on this day, ready to rock and roll. Give me 1 moment. I just got to correct something at this moment. All right, guys, thank you so much for the little break right there. I appreciate you. We're all set, ready to go. And we are getting after it here, team. Ready to rock and roll. So, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. 954 in the market. Today was just a little bit of a crazy start here, wasn't it? A little bit of a crazy start, a little bit of, wild action. We're trying to settle in here still and get that great trade of the day. We know, again, VRPX has come crashing all the way back on down. If you guys got filled right around that 330 mark, gorgeous stuff. Remember, VRPX, the main target was the 200-day moving average. I thought it was going to be a little shy of the 200-day moving average. That was it. I thought it was going to be a little shy of the 200-day moving average and then basically fade from there. And that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for a little bit of a shy, little pop just underneath it. And I started off by saying 330s, but then I actually changed it up towards the 360s because I thought maybe it would go a little bit higher. But you know what? My first, alert was actually the correct one there. So we will continue to keep our eyes peeled, watching and waiting for this next possible rip and run and go from there. News coming out at 10 o'clock as well. Right now, team, let's just be all set. Let's go through everything. VRPX fading back on down. LGVN still has potential to squeeze back on up through $6. KZIA not doing too much at this moment. VVPR not too much. LGVN, again, I wanted to do a short at what price? 640. It actually hit 640, dumped on down. VRPX, I wanted to do a short at 330, then I changed it to 360, then it dumped on down. Remember, all these plays, I'm looking for them to dump and crash back on down here. Let's see, do we have any sort of news coming on out? So if we go over towards, let's go over to the economic calendar here, see what we have news-wise. News-wise, this week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. We do have Wednesday, 10 a.m. wholesale inventories and 10 a.m. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell testimony to the House. All right. So again, 10 o'clock, we do have a little bit of Fed Chairman Powell speaking and also wholesale inventories. I would expect that at 10 o'clock, we are going to see a little bit of a pop on up towards a new high. 558.50 or so. I think 558.50, 558.75. That could definitely be a high number, a new record high before Jerome Powell speaking. If anyone is not aware, Jerome Powell is thinking about not cutting any interest rates throughout all of 2024, saying if we just cut interest rates too early, that's going to really again put inflation right back on track to where it was. So we definitely have to be careful on what's going on here. Right now, team, it's 9:57. Let's see what happens over the next 2 minutes. And we're waiting for another kind of penny stock play to pop back on up. Seeing if VRPX can get up towards that 330 mark. Seeing if LGVN is going to be able to pop itself back on up. We also have SNGX, right? SNGX team, notice this one is coming right back on down. So far, we don't have any sort of crazy action. Now, I can't complain. Monday, we made what? $1,200. Yesterday, we made $1,800. Then again, we had the break on Thursday, or excuse me, on Wednesday, we made $1,500. We are consistently making some great money. We are consistently making some great cash, and we've been trading a ton. So I really, again, want to continue to stay patient. Yesterday, I didn't trade until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I was able to make $1,800 when I waited. So it comes on down to waiting for these perfect opportunities to get ready to absolutely crush it. Astro Trade saying, hey Dek, are you getting that free wedding after your sport bet on Spain? They won 2-1. Hey, I posted it. I don't want to encourage sports betting in any sort of way, but I will let you know we are getting closer to a free wedding. Yes, guys, I am paying for my wedding. You know, for my fiance and I, weddings are about $50,000. Right now, we have got up the sports betting fund up towards $34,000. So it's something I'm proud of and also not proud of. But I started with $500 and I told my fiance, I said, I'm going to sports gamble our way until I have a wedding paid for. And right now, team, yesterday, I just won $6,128. So yesterday, did again get myself up another $6,000 here. Oh man, yep, Spain won. Traders, someone hit me today. Hit me today. Who's winning today at 3 o'clock? England or Netherlands? Who's winning today at 3 o'clock? Guys, I need some help here for my wedding. If we can hit today, we might get ourselves up towards the 40,000 mark. Right now, what I say, we're at like 38,000, 39,000. We got $10,000 more until I have my wedding completely paid off through sports gambling. Okay, so today, who wins? Who wins today? England or Netherlands? Oh man, every single person saying England. I'll be honest, guys, I already put in the Netherlands. All right, I'll be honest, I already put Netherlands in. I'm going with the Dutch, baby. I'm going with the Orange Army, baby. Let's see what we have here. Right now, YGMZ. Yeah, I took the little underdog here. VRPX. Right now, VRPX, we're still looking at this here. Still, again, focused over on this one. So we got VRPX still on top of it. Anything going on with the S&P 500? If the S&P 500, just little heads on up here, team. We might, if penny stocks get slow, we might just look for option trades. Penny stocks, 558, 558.50, 558.75. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to pull the trigger and look for this thing to be able to turn and drop. So it's going to be a lot of fun here over on the S&P 500. If, again, penny stocks are not popping on off, we will, again, look for some option trades. I'm hoping once Jerome Powell starts speaking, we get a little rise and a rip up towards around 558.50. Look for a reversal back on down. What is the easiest way, though? I'm giving everyone the answer right now. What is the easiest way to play the S&P 500 today? Best way, easiest way to trade the S&P 500 is go on over towards a 30-minute time frame and play the trend line. All right? That's the best way to be able to do this. S&P 500, scroll on down. SPY, the trend is your friend. 7 days of climbing, 36 brand new highs, 17% gain in 2024, 75 on the RSI. We've had 7 days of climbing on this trend line. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. We are looking for the reversal from the top side to the bottom side. Looking for the reversal to be able to fade back on down here. Start getting some weakness. Start getting that drop. S&P 500, once we do go to the bearish side, it will be the easy area to know that we are going to short. So I'm going to be honest here with you. Yes, team. You can look for an entry up in the high 558s, as that could easily and definitely be the very top. But I'm also going to say this. Predicting the top is not easy. Predicting the top is a very tough thing to do. I think, again, we went over this on, I want to say Monday. I think they were talking about this. Let me see here over on the SPY. Maybe it was yesterday. Let me see. Tuesday. SPY. Yeah. So look at this. Yesterday, we could see just a good little idea. Guessing the top is never a good idea. Let's be honest. We have all daydreamed about putting in a put contract at the record high and seeing the market turn and drop. Just imagine the millions of dollars you could make as your name goes down in history as you bet against the market at the perfect area. That sounds amazing. And while it is possible, it's very difficult to do. The SPY is made up of over the top 500 companies in the United States, and betting against them all is basically saying that all these companies are going to fail at the same time. So, yes, traders, this trend line was holding yesterday. We take a look at today. We take a look at today, and guess what? This trend line over on the S&P 500 is still holding on up. You guys can see bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. We know that getting in at the very tippity top, it does have the best chance to be able to turn, but we know the S&P 500 is still the best 500 companies in the United States. It's not easy to be able to know when we're actually going to reverse. So if you want to have the most simplistic way to be able to enter this trade, wait until we go underneath this trend line. Wait until we crack this line, and we could have 1 to 2 days of falling as we come back on down towards 555, all the way back on down towards around 550. So, just want to give every single person that heads on up. But right now, we are still considered bullish, but I most likely will give it a chance to be able to reverse in the high 558s. So, if we can get up towards the high 558s, I would look for a little bit of reversal right there. Yep, I could put up the second stream as well here. So, let me again do that. Right now, traders, as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I am more than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Obviously, we are a team here. We are a community here, and we are all set. I'm putting up a second live stream for members over on Tradecaster so that they can be able to watch both live streams to figure out which one has less delay, which one they like more. So we always like to be able to offer 2 different live streams just so you can use the one that you like more. So I'm getting that all set up right here. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding. Awesome. So the second live stream is up over on Tradecaster. So you guys can be able to watch that. I'll post the link for it as well. Guys, little heads on up. We do have the SPY slowly moving at this moment. SPY moving itself on up here slightly. So I do want to see again 558.50. We are still watching VRPX as well. VRPX team does have a little bit of higher lows. So VRPX does have a little bit of higher lows. Still trying to get a little bit of momentum towards that upside. So right now, VRPX, we are still watching that one to see if that one can get above $3. See if that's going to be able to continue to keep on pushing. Also, little heads on up for you guys, for the the general public here. Tomorrow, Thursday, is the day that signups are going to be going live if you guys are coming on out to the Utah Mastermind. So again, Utah Mastermind, we are going to be live trading. We're staying in the Trader Mansion. We're going to have a private chef, a private driver. We're playing nice golf courses. We have a boat rented, ready to go. We're going to be going wakeboarding. We're going to be going tubing. So it's going to be a blast. So again, once you land, we're going to have someone pick you up, bring you on over to the house. Pool is open, jacuzzi's open, live trading outside together as a nice small niche community. Then on top of that, gonna hit some golf courses, head on out to the lake. You guys can enjoy Salt Lake City, whatever you guys want to. So if you guys are coming, remember sign-ups are tomorrow at the time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys are all set. We also had a couple people in Tradecaster reach out early and say, hey, Dek, I'm coming. A couple people are, again, make sure if we sent you that little early bird special there, you are getting that in ASAP. Because once we open it up tomorrow, it'll be sold out within a few minutes. So we only got a few seats left for the open public. So just a little heads on up for all traders. And again, Tradecaster members, I gave you guys that little special deal yesterday. If we hooked you up with that deal, make sure that you are all set, ready to go before tomorrow, or your seat may be taken. So heads on up about that. I cannot wait. That's going to be a blast. It's almost already sold out, and just from Tradecaster members, but we are opening that up to the public tomorrow. So guys, ready to rock and roll. S&P 500, still watching that one. Team VRPX. Dewey saying, is Lightspeed available for Canadians? I do not believe so, unfortunately. Canada, has a lot of their own, financial laws on what you can use and what you cannot use. So the good people up north, the Canadians, the Canada. Right now, VRPX team still watching this one, and we're still waiting for, the S&P 500 to get a little bit of a pop on up. So S&P 500 slow and steady, trying to get a little bit of a move towards the upside. VRPX right now. VRPX staying alert here. Come on, let's get a nice rip today. LGVN starting to fade. Yesterday's #1 top gainer, SNGX, all the way back on down towards around $8 support. $8 is the main support line at this time. We did spike up towards around $10. I was looking for $10.30 to be able to reverse back on down. Have not been able to get that just yet here, though. I'm always, again, keeping my eyes peeled on the high of the day momentum scanner. See what's going to get pumped on up. Dek, what about your sleeper pick, NNE? A couple plays here, guys, you may want to just keep your eyes peeled on. NNE is a stock that I've been watching. NNE has very strong $30 resistance. We hit 30, we fell. Hit 30, we fell. Hit 30, we fell. Hit 30, we fell. So we have hit $30 multiple times. We have crashed back on down. Then on top of that, team, you guys can see right here, excuse me, we do have a higher low pattern. So NNE is a very low volume, choppy play, but it's moved a ton. It has gone from $5 and has spiked all the way up to $30. A $25 mover is something I'm always going to be watching. So NNE over the next few days, if we re-break $30, there's a chance that this thing goes sky high. There's a chance that this thing starts taking off again. So please just make sure that you guys are fully aware of that. Now, let's also, again, think about some other plays out here. Team, I don't ever want to get political. I don't care if you're right, left, middle, whatever you want to be. But you can also be watching DJT stock, Donald Trump stock. Now, why would someone want to watch Donald Trump stock? Remember, I don't care if you support him or if you don't support him. That does not matter. We're talking about investing here. DJT is most likely going to get some sort of big pump in November. DJT went all the way up towards $80. Right now it's at $29. If you can get DJT at the price of $20, if you can get DJT at the price of $15, what do you guys think is going to happen as elections start ramping on up? Let's say hypothetically Donald wins the presidential election. What do you think is going to happen to DJT? DJT is going to get pumped on up. So you want to make sure that you are aware of this. You could say, I love Donald Trump, and you buy it out of support. You could say, I hate Donald Trump, but I want to make money, and you again buy it because you just want to make money. Whatever it may be, regardless, this is most likely going to get some sort of pump as we head into November in the next 6 months or so. So again, DJT, definitely make sure that you guys are fully aware of this play so that you guys are all good. So DJT is something I'm watching. Definitely want to be aware of that one. On top of that, team, I am watching NNE. Want to keep my eyes peeled on that one. Tesla still hurts me a little bit. Does anyone remember, again, for Tesla? Tesla, 3 months ago, I had an order all set ready to go to buy it at 130. 130 I was going to buy it. Came on down to 138. Started spiking up to 260. So again, Tesla's been an amazing entry, trying to get all the way back up towards around 300. It basically was fading and falling and dropping and fading and falling and dropping and then within about a week, it made everything back. Within about a week, Tesla went all the way crazy, ballistic, absolutely nuts. Wealth Builder, hey Dek, with Lightspeed, can you sell at market price option order simultaneously if you have a stop loss already in place, or you have to cancel the stop order? No, you can market order out, I believe. So there's many times that I've had a limit order on a stop loss, but then I've market ordered out. So I've done that before, I believe. So I don't think you would have any issue. I can't say 100%, but I do not believe you would have any issue with that. Right now, traders, we are still watching and waiting here, seeing what's going to be coming on up. Shout out to everyone joining us on this day. Shout out to everyone who's part of this amazing community. Shout out to everyone's coming out on top. Still waiting for some sort of pop, some sort of action, some sort of momentum to really get this thing started. Number one top gainer on the day, VRPX, is still trying to stay alive here. VRPX is still trying to stay alive. And then again, you know, if it starts cracking this higher low pattern, it's probably going to fall back down to $2. VRPX, back above $3 comes to life. Underneath the uptrend, most likely going to fade. LGVN here had the bull flag pattern sold on off. We take a look over on this play. Go ahead, check it on out. LGVN, notice what we're seeing at this moment. Top resistance fade, top resistance fade, top resistance fade. Now LGVN on this downtrend. Once this downtrend, of course, you guys have these lower lows, we have this crack. If LGVN can break this in the next few moments, we might get a little bit of a squeeze. Then on top of that, team, VVPR did have positive results this morning. VVPR needs to get above $5. You get above $5, VVPR could definitely be able to get some action. VVPR could definitely get some momentum. But nothing that is, you know, going nuts yet. The top gainers on the day right here. VRPX, watching to see if we can get above $3. LGVN needs to snap $6. VVPR right here needs to get back above $5. So we are not missing any play today. There has not been one thing that we've missed. If anything, we've been on top of the fact that LGVN is most likely going to fall at 640. High of the day was 640 exactly, then started falling back on down. VRPX, this is a play that, okay guys, get ready for entries at 330. 339 was the record high of the day, and now again, coming back on down, we're going to see how well this can hold this uptrend and still get ready for some potential shorts. So right now, team, we are still watching and waiting here. So right here, team, still looking. Still watching this one. Guys, for again, you know, for Lightspeed, for any specific question on Lightspeed, the best answer you can get is to just contact Lightspeed. I'm going to let you know right now, I am not sure if you can do a market order and limit order at the same time for a stop loss. I'm just not 100% sure. I will say the next trade I get involved in, I will try to set it on up and see if it works. So I'll say that, you know, next trade I get involved in, I will see if that works and see, you know, if that's something we can do. But, you know, just for that 100% clarity, best thing to do is just give them a quick call. But I will definitely try it on my next trade just to see if we can come out on top. Right now, still watching the SPY here. SPY, oh guys, SPY, a little bit of a drop. Seeing that on the bottom chart at this time. So I'm watching the SPY over on this bottom chart to see if that's going to be able to hold itself on up. No entries for myself yet. You can see my orders here. Orders still 0 out of 0. Positions still 0 out of 0. Completely blanked out. So there's nothing that I'm sitting on at this moment. Nothing that I'm in on at this moment. Nothing that I'm currently holding at this moment. I would like to see if the S&P 500 could run on up towards around 550, 850, something like that, and then start getting a reversal back on down. I am watching to see if VRPX can get back above $3. That one can maybe get a little bit of hype. VRPX coming back up towards that $3 area right now. So we're still, again, keeping our eyes peeled on a few plays, and hopefully we can get a little bit more action here, team. Right now, taking a look, what do we have? Samsung launches the Galaxy Ring. First of its kind product for the technology giant. What is this? Oh man, is this like some Lord of the Rings type of stuff? Samsung launched the Galaxy Ring on Wednesday, its first foray into smart rings. The South Korean tech giant is looking to integrate its products, such as smartphones and wearables, and other health tracking features that rivals Apple push into space. The Samsung Galaxy Ring has the ability to track various health metrics, such as heart rate and sleep. Samsung said the Galaxy Ring will be available July 24th and will come in 3 colors. So it's going to be able to track your sleep, your menstrual cycle, your heart rate, and exercise. Nice. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I'll be honest. I'm 30 years old, and I've been slacking on my menstrual cycle. Been slacking on it. So it'd be nice to get that all in order. Sleep. The device can monitor a person's movement during sleep, sleep latency, heart, and respiratory rate. Heart rate. Exercise. All right. Don't be mad at me here, team. But this is not a product for me. All right, this is not a product for me. It can track my sleep. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock. Boom, 8 hours. Don't need it. Menstrual cycle. Boom, I already beat that. Heart rate. Again, I never really check my heart rate too much. Exercise. I get there at 7 o'clock at night. I leave at 8 o'clock. Boom, 1 hour. Good. I don't know. I'm good. I don't know if this ring is for me. Bill Gross says Tesla is the new meme stock. Chevron Supreme Court pays away for legal earthquake. All right, we just got a whole bunch of random headers out here. VRPX, a little bit of a spike back up to $3. Maybe we start seeing a little bit of hype soon. Maybe a little bit of hype back on up towards around that $3 area. I want to see if VRPX can maybe, again, start getting some hype. VRPX is the #1 top gainer on the day. VRPX is up 150% on the day. So this one still has a chance. I want to trade, but I don't want to force. I want to get involved, guys. I really do. I want to get involved, but I don't want to force. VRPX is a play that is holding this uptrend at this moment. Most likely, it's going to get a little bit of a spike and then fade back on down. I think VRPX could spike on up towards like $3.15 and then maybe fade back on down towards around $3. I'm actually thinking about maybe VRPX spike on up towards, again, $3.11, $3.12, and then we get a reversal back on down. That's maybe something I'm, kind of focused on at this moment. Seeing if we could be able to get that turnaround. So maybe a little spike, 315, dump back on down. 315 area, maybe load up on some entries and try to make as much money as we can. If it ever started breaking that, we move on from it. Right now, VRPX though already is starting to turn a little bit. You know, we're almost like kind of forcing a trade in there, which I don't want to do. Guys, right now still we got VRPX still looking at it. Any guys, is there anything that you guys are seeing on your end that's going ballistic today? Anything that you guys are seeing on your end that's going crazy today? Anything that you're seeing on your end that's saying, "Oh wow, Dek, this is huge. You know, we have to be on top of this." Because I mean, there are 9,000 stocks out there. We obviously have the best equipment, from our brokerages to, again, our scanners to everything, our charting. But I just want to make sure, you know, if there's anything that is spiking that maybe we're just not aware of, that we're all set, ready to go here. QURE, that was a top gainer yesterday. QURE, top gainer yesterday, 650 up towards around $8. Hey, I appreciate it. QURE, top gainer yesterday, trying to get some momentum back on up here today. Definitely could get up towards around that 850 area. Let's go ahead and take a look. Where is their old resistance? What's this area right here? Old spiking high, right around that 870 mark. So again, QURE, a stock that is easily accessible for shorting. There are no need to go ahead and locate shares. There's an E right here that stands for easily accessible for shorting. Okay, awesome. QURE. If it gets up above the price of 850, we will have strong resistance. We do have an old spiking high right around 870, then it started falling back on down. Right here, when we take a look over on QURE, we have a high of the day of $8. If we do spike up another 50 to 70 cents, we are definitely going to want to get involved on this play. So again, QURE, thank you for the heads on up. We'll definitely be watching this one. So Seal with the little update right there over on this play. And we'll see if we can go on up towards around that 870 area. QURE, the higher it goes, the better. Higher it goes, the better. Currently up 20% on the day. Obviously, VRPX is up 142% on the day. Now, Dek, why do you like stocks that are up 140%? Number one, they have more volume, more attention, more action, more orders, more money going through them. If there's more money going through them, a stock that's up 140% can make you more money. If a stock spikes 140%, that's an amazing return if you nailed it, right? Just like if a stock ever dropped 140%, you can make a ton of money. So I like stocks that are up big because they can fall big. I like stocks that are up big because they have the most movement. I like stocks that are up big because they have the most attention, which means they're the most volatile, which means you can make the most amount of profit. So the stocks that are usually up as the top gainers are the stocks that you are going to want to be watching, as those are the ones that can make you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. I know, again, KZIA is getting a little hype. It's a little small. I'm not the biggest fan of playing stocks that are so tiny. When stocks are only, 50 cents, they do sometimes don't follow the same exact chart setup. And I don't mean, I don't mean to blame this, but a lot of times when stocks are 20 cents, 30 cents, they're a little unpredictable. Let's think about this, guys. I'm going to draw a little illustration, because little illustrations just always, make things easier. Let's say, and you guys can probably relate to this. Think about your favorite sport when you guys were growing up. You guys were probably good at some sport or some activity. I'm going to say basketball, okay? So this is me, and all I want to do is play a good game of basketball with some friends. Now, I go down to the local park, and I want to go play a good game of basketball. And I see all my friends here, and everyone is here, and we're about to have a great game. Boom, I love it. When you play with other people who know how to play the sport, you are going to be having a very fun time. It's a good time when everyone knows what to do. It's competitive. You know, people are getting after it. You know, you're taking it very seriously, but you're having fun through the competition. Now, let's imagine I went over towards the park and I wanted to play some basketball, but I see everyone playing here and no one really knows how to play. People are, again, you know, running with the ball. People are tackling each other. You're just basically standing there. No one's really passing it to you. It's kind of pointless. It's like, you know, no one understands the rules. No one knows how to actually play the game. And when no one knows how to play the game, it's not really fun. You know, there's no competition towards it. No one's actually, you know, everyone's just tackling, kicking the ball across the field. Same exact thing when we get over towards these smaller plays. Sometimes these smaller plays, guys, don't follow support and resistance, and don't follow momentum, and don't follow hot press releases, and don't follow reversals and pivot points and indicators. Now, the reason why they don't follow it is because who usually plays a stock that's 30 cents? Usually people have small accounts. Now, again, don't mean to make any sort of judgmental thoughts here, but people that usually have small accounts are probably people that are very new to the market. The people that are very new to the market usually don't know what the heck's going on. And if you don't know what the heck's going on, you don't know any rules. So if everyone's just buying and selling at random areas, there's a lot of unpredictability. So I usually don't like playing stocks that are 20, 30 cents because it's usually a whole bunch of newbies that, you know, aren't going to reverse plays at the right area, aren't going to spike plays at the right area, aren't going to turn plays at the right area. And, you know, the thing is, stock trading is just one big game of psychology. Stock trading is just one big psychological mental game. If we know that, hey, guys, SNGX, every single time SNGX goes on a big time spike, it gives it all back. Goes on a big time spike, it gives it all the way back. Big time spike, it gives it all back. Now I say, oh, SNGX, here's a big time spike. I shorted it yesterday. I made $1,800. Today, but let's say it was full of random traders. It might go up, might go down. No one's going to put the pieces together. But really, stock trading is not about the company when it comes down to these smaller plays. It's just by understanding the mindset of other traders. If you understand the mindset of the mob, the majority of buyers, and you ask yourself, okay, what is the mob going to do today? What is the majority of buyers going to do today? That's when you're going to make the most amount of money. Because I sit down every morning and I think to myself, what is everyone else going to do? Who cares what I want to do? I'm one fish in an ocean. But if I know which way the tide's going to go, if I know which way the current's going to go, if I know which way every other fish is going to go, then I'm going to have an advantage. Right? So when it comes down to stock trading, what makes stocks go up? People buying stocks, people selling stocks. What makes stocks go down? People selling stocks, people shorting stocks, right? So the thing is, I try to think about what are other traders seeing. Now I take a look over on QURE. I see that QURE spiked on up towards the price of 865. Came on up, came back on down. QURE at around 865, we had a lot of consolidation. Me putting the pieces together believes that we are probably going to have some sort of reversal around this area. Because it's a little bit slower today, because we haven't had as much action today, I think it might be even a little bit underneath this. Maybe at like an 845, maybe an 850, you know, right underneath that area, and then we start reversing and then we start dropping. So the thing is, I'm still watching QURE for a possible play, just trying to put the pieces together to be able to make as much money as we possibly can. So right now, again, VRPX also still watching this play inside this little wedge pattern. Still staying alive here. KZIA, a little bit of action. Nope. So again, nothing over on LGVN, honestly. QURE might, you know, has the most attention at this moment. So at this time, it is the QURE party. So I'm just gonna post this over on social media. Let everyone know that QURE is where the hype is at. And then we could see, you know, possible some reversals. I'm thinking like 850 area. You know, 850 all the way up towards 875 area. That's where most traders are going to be focused on. That's where most traders are going to be looking at to see if this thing is going to be able to drop and start turning. So I want you guys to understand what I'm thinking. I want you guys to always, you know, have the, you know, mindset that I have that says, all right, hey, I get it. I get why Dek's looking at it here. I understand what Dek's, you know, thinking about over on this play. Let's see how much higher we can go. Again, so far, 828 has been the high. 828 has been the high. We want to wait until at least the mid to high 840s, another 20 cents, and then look for a reversal from there. So we still want to see this one go up another, you know, 20, 30, 40 cents up into towards the 875 region. We can slowly scale up to that 875 region. VVPR right now is just a little too weak. VVPR is a little too weak. Was the top gainer in pre-market, started fading itself back on down. Did come out with positive data, just not holding very well right now. QURE, still trying to spike itself on up. Remember, guys, any green on a day like today is good. Any green on a day like today is good. Any green on a day like today is solid. Any green on a day like today is, you know, a winning day. So take profits when you have them. Understand that, guys. You know that you always want to be locking in gains when you have gains. There's nothing wrong with taking $200. Oh, Dek, I could have made $800. It's okay. $200 is better than nothing. Right? $200 gets you free groceries, fills up your gas tank, pays off some bills, whatever it may be. Money's money. Profit's profit. I'd rather win $200 than lose $200. I'd rather win $200 than make nothing. Guys, we got up to 840. Now starting to get a little reversal. We want to see if we can go a little bit higher. So I'm still watching this one. See if we can get a little bit of that rip on up. Here's a little upper shadow. I don't want to see a red candle. I'm a little nervous we're going to see a red candle, a little dump back on down here after that small little upper shadow. We do still have some room to go. Remember, how high can we go up to? Old spiking high is up towards around the 870 mark. 875 is usually strong resistance. So we're still looking to push on up here a little bit. Team, that's kind of like there's a little upper shadow. Got to put towards 830. Little pullback back down towards $8. Still trying to stay alive here. Hermes saying no shares to short. Yes, there are. I know what you're doing right now. You're making a rookie error, Hermes. Saying, Dek, there's no shares available to short on Lightspeed. Why? Because you're going over to QURE and you're clicking locate, and you're clicking locate, and you're clicking locate, and it's not working? Take a look right here. There's an E. You don't have to locate shares. E stands for easily accessible for shorts. There's no fee to short it. I gotcha. No problem. So again, you're all set. There's an E there. ARP Legends, how to change my mindset from being a long trader to short. Honestly, it just comes down to everyone starts with being a long trader. Everyone always starts with that. That's every single trader does. So when you first start trading in the stock market, your mindset is always, I want to find the next big spiker. I want to find the next Nvidia. I want to find the next Bitcoin-like investment. I want to find the next ripper and runner. Let's think about this right now. There are 9,358 stocks available to trade in the stock market. Only 500 of them are in the S&P 500. Probably around 8,000 of them are just absolute trash companies. I'm going to say there's probably about 1,000 great credible companies. But the majority of companies, guess what they do? They come crashing on down. We take a look over on all these plays. LGVN was at $40. Guess where LGVN's at right now? $5 was all the way down towards $1.60. We could take a look over on VRPX. VRPX was at $11. Guess where it was this morning? All the way down towards 57 cents. AP was all the way up towards $4. It's all the way back down towards around $1. You must realize that the majority of these companies on the stock market are not good, credible companies. They're not Apple. They're not Tesla. They're not Nvidia. They're just companies that are on the stock market looking for you to invest into them and give them money. Most of these companies are garbage. You think about the stock market, oh, I want to buy the best companies, buy the S&P 500. The majority of them are going to fail over time. The majority of them are going to drop, are going to fade. So why are you looking to go against the odds of saying, I'm going to find the 1 in 8,000 rather than just saying, let me go ahead and play the 7,900 out of the 8,000 that are going to fall? It's just a way better chance of winning. If you want to make money, it's better to go against companies than go for companies. But not Tesla, not Apple, not the S&P 500, not Nvidia. Those are good companies. So there is a difference, of course. Right now, the S&P 500, still again watching that one as well. We have QURE still testing that 840 mark. I like that. So Raphael said, Dek, I used to, this might be the best answer I've ever heard. So Raphael said, Dek, I used to only like going long. And you know what? I only like going long. I like seeing stocks go up instead of stocks go down. So what he did was he said he grabbed his monitor and put it upside down. So he can still see stocks go up even when he's shorting. Raphael, I like that answer. That's a good answer. Some people just like to have that mindset that says, I love seeing stocks go on up, but I know most are going to fall. So click the short button and then just turn your monitor upside down and you'll still see them go on up. Great answer. I like it. Right now, let's go over to QURE. Dek, where can I get involved on the bounce play? S&P 500. Where's the bounce at? Go back again. Time frame. 30-minute time frame. Scroll on back here. Right here. Bounce play. 556.80. 556.80 is the bounce play. Bounce, 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 bounce. 556.80 area is where you want to be looking. So keep your eyes peeled over on that one. QURE. Still looking to see if this thing can spike. We got a little bit of a bull flag pattern at this time. Little bit of a bull flag pattern. We know today has been a little bit slow. We know today has been a little bit slow. And we're still waiting to kind of get this first trade here. If this can spike up towards the 850s, 860s. I think if this does pop, it's going to go right up towards that 850 mark. 859, 860. I'm just trying to get ready for a possible entry. And probably I'm going to scalp it. Scalping means I'm going to jump in, get filled, dump on down, get my profit, and be able to get out right away. So that's honestly going to be my goal. If I know that today's a little slow, if I know that today's a little bit of a scavenger hunt trying to find what's the best play, once I'm in the green, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to take it. So my goal today is simply enough doing this. I see that QURE is one of the only stocks that are moving on up. I know that the old spiking high of QURE is up towards around 865, 866. We know we could go slightly underneath it or slightly above it. So what I'm going to look for is I'm going to put entries probably right around that 860 mark. And right when I get filled into the green, I'm going to take my profits. So if I get filled at 858, 860, 870, and we dump on down towards 820 and boom, just like that, I'm up $500. I'm going to take my $500 and I'm going to say, hey guys, it's a little bit of a slow morning. I'm taking my $500 and I'm happy with that. Get paid for your efforts, get paid for your time, but don't start gambling your money away. So we still have this little bull flag pattern all set on up, ready to go. Bull flag pattern set on up, ready to go here. Come on now, baby. Come on now. See if this thing can get that little pop on up and then reverse right back on down is the goal. VRPX. VRPX is also still inside its little wedge. VRPX is still inside its little wedge pattern. VRPX at this moment is still getting tighter and tighter and tighter inside of this triangle. So we do have VRPX inside this wedge, inside this triangle. We could still see VRPX get a little bit of the squeeze and pop itself on up. KZIA. KZIA is not a bad play. I'm just not going to get involved with, again, it's such a small stock. LGVN. LGVN, unfortunately, is still just, fading. There's just not too much there unless it gets above $6. VVPR, again, just not much there. I'm looking for stocks that are moving, stocks that are hitting highs, stocks that have attention. QURE is the stock that has the most attention at this time. Right now, we are waiting over on these moves. We are staying focused here. Looking for that one pop to be able to make some money. Even the S&P 500 right now is still kind of consolidating right next to its open. S&P 500, we know when it goes bearish, we will be able to get our nice profit. We'll be able to make some nice money there. So right now, again, we are still watching QURE to see what this play is going to be doing next for us. And see where QURE is going to be able to take it. So we are still watching this one at this time. Let's put this back over on the top board here. QURE, as maybe we are getting this little ascending triangle pattern set up for that squeeze up towards a new high. We have a little, little wedge, a little flag, a little ascending triangle pattern, trying to get that squeeze up towards that new high. That is the goal. But remember, team, what have we had so far? Let's just take a look over on this. Number 1 stock, LGVN, up 116% on the morning, and that was in pre-market. Let's see where LGVN is at this time. LGVN has faded and is just sitting at $5 support. Okay? So not too much over on LGVN. Was a monster spike this morning. Nothing has happened since the start of the day. What else do we have here? The SPY. SPY holding the uptrend. As long as the SPY is holding the uptrend, it's still considered bullish. But the thing is, so far the S&P 500 is just moving a little sideways. Spike on up, dump on down, still just moving a little bit sideways at this time. Not worth it. We have SNGX, the stock that spiked 575% yesterday. Crazy day yesterday, $1,800. SNGX just fading, just falling. We know that every single time it spikes, it gives back all of its gains. Not too much going on with SNGX. On top of that, guys, VRPX. VRPX here. This is a stock that had positive results. It is still inside a wedge, and I would say that VRPX is still having a chance to possibly go on a move for us. So VRPX still has potential. What about VVPR? Had a press release last night. VVPR, unfortunately, not doing anything at this moment. So, the only stocks that we have available out of all of the, great spiking hype and great potential is, I would say, we have QURE, which was a previous top gainer of yesterday, which is trying to move itself on up. And we do have potential on VRPX to get a squeeze and go up towards a new high. So both these plays are stocks we are watching. VRPX is getting very tight inside that wedge right now. So I would say, again, all eyes over on VRPX inside this wedge. If it cracks this wedge, though, we could possibly see something like LGVN where we just have a little bit of a sell-off, right? So most likely coming on up, we have 2 options over on LGVN. And that is either going to be the pop at the corner or just like the sell-off and the dump in the corner. But the corner is coming on up. You can see LGVN right there. VRPX right here. Both these plays on watch. So we do have VRPX wedge. High alert for a move soon. Now, I obviously cannot predict if that move's going to be on the upside. I cannot predict if that move's going to be on the downside. But what I can predict is that there most likely is going to be some sort of strong move coming on up here. Guys, also QURE. Starting to battle a little bit more, guys. QURE. Trying to get some hype. QURE. Trying to get some potential. A lot of attention over on QURE right now. Can we get that pop up towards those, excuse me, 860 area? 860 area over on QURE. And if we're not feeling it, if you're not liking it, if this play is not doing what we want after we get filled, we can always get out. We can always move on. So I'm looking for a little bit of a spike, drop back on down, take my profits when I have them. Simple as that, easy as that. If it keeps going up higher, get out, keep it small. Jared, if you want to do a bounce play on QURE, would 767 be a good entry on my chart? That's where the VWAP is. VWAP's always a great dip buy. VWAP is always a great dip buy. VWAP's always a great bounce play. I will say, though, right now, probably the best bounce play is right around $8. $8 where we had resistance. $8 where we had resistance. $8 where we had resistance. And then we had $8 bounce. And then right around 807 bounce. So, again, $8 is going to be very tough to break underneath. If it does, the VWAP would be next. So, we are watching QURE very closely. Dek, any thoughts on NVDA? NVDA looks like in time over the next few days, 140, looking for that U shape and that possible next leg, that possible next breakout. So again, NVDA here has a nice spike on up towards that 140 high, dropped on down, U-shaping its way back on up, coming back up towards that high. Doesn't look like it's going to be happening today, but definitely could be happening over the next few days. Definitely could be happening where we come back up towards 140 and maybe get that nice big, that one big break all the way up towards like 150 plus. So NVDA, got to give it to bulls. NVDA is a very tough company to ever bet against. We know over the last 2 years, anyone who bet against NVDA has gotten absolutely destroyed. So not lost a little bit. If you bet against NVDA, you usually get absolutely destroyed. Sure, at some point, it's going to have a monster dump. At some point, it's going to have a monster pullback. Companies don't just go straight up like this forever. There will be a monster pullback on NVDA. But obviously, the question is where, when, how? We just don't have that answer, right? It's tough to know when the #1 company of 2023 and 2024 is going to crash. People have been trying to predict the crash left and right, and you know what? They have been losing. So it's really tough to be able to figure out where this exactly is going to dump. QURE, we're still waiting for that pop, guys. Sitting right at the highs right now over on QURE. We're still waiting for a little bit of that pop, get filled on that reversal, and then turn right back on down. QURE here, team. Can this thing move itself on up? Want to put in some entries over on this play. I'm just kind of scattering out some entries in case we do get a little bit of a pop. We got up towards 852 so far over on QURE. Can we see a little bit more of a spike up towards that old spiking high area? So we're trying to get filled up towards some old spiking highs. And remember, traders, it just comes on down towards right here. Old spiking high, 865, 866. Right now, we're at 850. So we got up towards 852, high of the day. We still have a little bit more that we'd like to go to get filled and then reverse ourselves back on down. So right now, QURE, we are again waiting on this one, seeing if this play is going to turn, seeing if this play is going to get that last little pop on up. We can get filled and then reverse right back on down. Right now, QURE, still watching this one, guys. I'm trying to get my first trade of the day. I mean, honestly, if anything over $500 in profit today is, I think, a great day. Anything over $500 in profit today is a great day. Really, I'm trying to make my game plan as simple and easy as possible. I know that today is slow, right? This is it. I'm just trying to make this as simple and easy as possible. So I'm going to break it down for you one last time. I know that today is slow. I know that today we are not seeing monster breakouts, so I'm adjusting to that. I'm realizing that a lot of plays are not spiking as hard and as far as that we would like them. So I'm saying to myself, QURE. This is a play that's had a nice climb so far, currently up 26%, previous top gainer, and we are currently coming up towards an old spiking high. The old spiking high is 865. This is where it spiked up towards at this area as well, right at 865. All I'm doing at this moment is thinking, if there's not a lot of volume in the market today, and we are realizing that when we come up towards 865, we are probably going to turn and drop, let me just look to get some short entries right around 865. We haven't seen any play be able to spike and break on out. VRPX, the #1 top gainer, basically has just moved sideways. KZIA is a small 40-cent stock, not really doing too much. LGVN was the #1 play in pre-market, starting to fade its way back on down. VVPR had positive results this morning, has been fading off since. We have not had an option to be able to get ourselves involved in, so I'm saying to myself, QURE, this is a play that was a previous top gainer of yesterday. We know that has an old spiking high at 865. Let me look to get in on entry at 860, an entry at 867, an entry slightly higher at 875, get about 3,000 shares, fall back down to 820, and then go ahead and lock in $700 and call my day right there. That's my game plan. That's my entire game plan. No confusion, no math, no algorithms, no nothing. Looking at the past, understanding conditions, and understanding, okay, where can this fall on down to after hitting a high? That's it. That's it, guys. That's all I'm looking for. So there is nothing else to this trade. That is all I'm looking at this time. So right now, traders, we are all set here, ready to go, ready to get after it here. It is a game time. Silent Trader, why not short the trend line crack on QURE? You could also do that as well, right? So if you're seeing a trend line and you're saying, oh, Dek, I'm going to look for a short once this trend line cracks, that's another option. Almost the same exact thing we're looking at the S&P 500. S&P 500, we know that this play, 30-minute time frame, right? We have that 7-day uptrend. 30-minute time frame, 7-day uptrend over on the SPY. Anything on the top side is considered bullish. Anything on the bottom side is considered bearish, right? Take a look right here over on the SPY. Anything on the top side is considered bullish. Anything on the bottom side is considered bearish. So as long as that keeps on holding, we're still good to go. So if you want to say, oh, Dek, instead of trying to nail a top, I'm just going to look for a possible, reversal on QURE when the trend line cracks. You can definitely do that. So QURE, you can definitely look for that possible trend line crack. Absolutely. Guys, I still have not gotten filled yet. QURE still have not gotten filled over on this trade just yet. Still watching this one. I have not gotten filled. Now, I will say QURE literally touched my entry. QURE literally touched my first potential trade, and I have not gotten filled yet. It has touched my entry and has not gotten filled yet. And almost, I'm still not filled. There we go. Just got my first entry in on this play. First entry on QURE just got filled. So QURE, ladies and gentlemen, Daddy has finally entered the trade. Daddy is in on this trade. First trade of the day here. Looking to see what this play is going to do. And I will just take profits when I have it. Obviously I'm looking for a little bit more than just 1,000 shares. I'm looking for more than just $50. My goal here would be $500 or so. If I could get a $500 profit, I think that would be an excellent day, an excellent morning for what we have here, especially understanding market conditions, especially figuring out this trade, what it's doing, why is it doing what it has. So I'm just really trying to figure out this play the best we possibly can, get some good entries on the stock, and be able to get a nice profit. Now, Dek, let's say worst case scenario happens where this stock just keeps going higher, 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 and higher. Well, then guess what? We keep our losses as tight as we can, we keep them small, and we move on. Now, if you want to be as safe as you possibly can and say, Dek, I don't want to try to guess where the exact high is. Your other option is you can wait until you crack this purple line. When you crack this purple line, you could say to yourself, okay, that's where I want to enter as well, right? When you crack the purple line, that's where you can get filled if you guys would like to also. So again, we know we could still have our bullishness on one side, our bearishness on the other side. So we are testing right now, little heads on up. We are testing the old spiking high. So right now at this moment, we are testing the old spiking high. We could see here's the one high and here's the current price right here. And we're looking for now that reversal. We have one top, reverse, second top, reverse. That is what we're looking at. So we are at that reversal area as we speak, right around that 865 mark. If we get a small pop up into the 870s, we will look for another entry to bring up our cost basis and then look for that fade back on down. So let's see if we can get a quick little pop on up towards that area. So we got up towards 873 right here. Oh, I almost got filled again. Okay, guys, just got filled my second entry. My second entry just got filled. I have 2,000 shares now at the price of 866. So I just moved my cost basis on up by getting filled at a higher area. So I move my cost basis up by getting filled at a higher area. So now if we do fall and fade, I'll be able to be all set, ready to go. Now, Dek, what if this stock again keeps going up higher and higher and higher? I am looking for a red candle. I am looking for a reversal. If we don't get a reversal, if we don't get a red candle, I keep my stop losses tight and I say to myself, it's time to move on from this play. It's not doing what I want. So what would be not doing what I want? What would be, Dek, this play is starting to go up much higher than what you expected. This play is going up much higher than what you want it to. I would probably say let's keep it as tight as possible and say 880. If this play starts going above 880, it's probably not anything that I personally want to keep on holding. So I would go limit order, switch this on over to a, let me go to a stop order. Let me switch this on over towards the price of like 881 or so, and let's go ahead and click buy. And now if we come up towards the price of 881, it's going to take me on out. So the worst case scenario on this trade, the worst case scenario is I lose about 250 bucks. Best case scenario is that we hit our old spiking high, we turn on down, we start dropping, we start getting weaker, and we start seeing a big time fade. So I have a stop loss at 881. I'm currently in the green at this moment. We got filled at a great entry. We have a stop loss up near a top. Once we get up near $500, we're going to take our profits. And then we're all set, ready to go. Does that sound like a good game plan to you? I think that's a pretty disciplined game plan. I think we're thinking this on out. We have an old spiking high. We're looking for a reversal on a slow day. We have a stop loss. We have an entry, which we like right at the old spiking high area. And we're just now letting the play develop. Now letting the play be able to set itself on up. If you guys are not interested in entering right now, you guys can enter once the trend line cracks. The trend line crack will be a little safer, but at the same time, the trend line crack may not be until lower. So it's either you want to have a little bit more risk getting in right now, or you're saying to yourself, I'm going to wait and have a little bit more safety and wait for that crack all the way back down towards that 845 mark or so. So it's just about being a smart trader, guys. All about, again, saying to yourself what you believe is going to happen, and just making sure that you are putting yourself in on the best plays possible. So right now, traders, watching, waiting, seeing if we are going to get that reversal. And again, not letting anything get carried away today. You know, I know today's a slow day. Do you think today is a day that I'm willing to lose $3,000? No, right? There's no way. I'm willing to test the waters. I'm willing to jump in. I'm willing to go swimming here. But I'm not going to end up losing, you know, over $1,000 on a play that I'm just trying to make a $500 on, right? I'm looking for a reversal, a drop, and make a few $100 on, you know, out of a nice, easy opportunity. So that's what I'm looking at. Looking at where's the reversal going to be. Can I, again, be able to see a reversal? And explaining it all. Having you guys learn. Having you guys realize where I'm at. Having you guys see what I'm at. So QURE. Guys, right now I'm sitting with $10. Okay. QURE. I got $10 in the bank at the moment. Now I'm down $30. Do you guys feel the energy here today? Do you guys feel the passion here today, baby? I want to be going crazy. Don't get me wrong, guys. I want to go crazy. I want to take my shirt off. I want to take my pants off. I want to be on this live stream completely naked. I do. But I don't think today's that type of day. But if you guys would like to see that, stick with me. We might get that day in the future. Guys, right now we are starting to move ourselves on up here a little bit. We just hit a high of 878. We got to be careful here. Still holding its gains. Still holding its gains at this time. 871, 860, 870. Still holding its gains right now, team. Guys, if it keeps holding 870, I am just going to manually get out. You might say, Dek, why would you manually get out? Because it's still holding its gains. Remember, my game plan is I'm looking for a reversal. My game plan is I'm looking for a drop. My game plan is I want to see this thing fade and fall, right? If it's not doing my game plan, what am I now doing? I'm gambling. I'm hoping that it happens. Come on, hope that it happens. I, again, have an idea that we're going to turn and fall somewhere right around 865. I don't want to see 880. I don't want to see 875 plus. I want to see a turn and fall at the red line as we predicted. So let's see if we can fall all the way down towards 845. Guys, we're up $310. Let's go a little bit lower. Let's go 840s. 840s, guys. We're up $350. 370 right now, team. 370 at this moment. 370. I'm going to be a smart trader and just take it. Guys, $279. I'm just going to take that right now. Why? Because we might get a little bounce off the purple line. So, again, not that much money, not that much profit, but predictable profit. Not that much money right now, but predictable money. So I just locked in my gains right there. Dek, why'd you just lock up? Again, I'm only looking for a few $100 and take a look at what we just did over on this trade. It came on down. It's bouncing off that purple line. So that purple line is still holding on up. So again, I know that we're going to get some sort of bouncing where it bounced here, where it bounced here, where it bounced here, where it bounced here. I know that today is about locking in any profits when you have them. So I just took my $300 when I had it. Dek, take $300. Let's wait for that purple line to crack and go from there. So we have to understand market conditions here, team. Understand market conditions and what we have at this moment. So no entries. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns about that? So guys, still a little bit of a pop. Came up towards 880. 880 touch. Little bit of gains. And it just kind of makes it worth my time. You know, whenever you even just get a little bit of profit, and I know that this market's, you know, been a little bit slower, it just makes it worth my time. It's like, hey, Dek, you know what? You were able to see where a reversal was happening. You were able to see, what was going on with this play. So, $279 isn't great by any means, but you know what? At least it's profitable. At least I'm in the green. KZIA getting a little bit of a pop, and we might go over there. VRPX, guys, take a look at the VRPX wedge. VRPX wedge did the same exact thing as the LGVN wedge. Look at this, guys. This is actually pretty funny. Let's go over to our properties. Can we duplicate this? There we go. Let's duplicate that. Let's turn off the symbol linking here. So that's all good. Let's bring this on over and let's type in LGVN. And people say, oh, Dek, chart patterns don't work. Chart patterns and chart setups aren't going to help you predict the market. Guys, LGVN and VRPX, take a look right above me. They literally did the same exact thing. Right? Take a look at that. They literally did the same exact thing. Sell off, sell off. All right? That's pretty funny that these wedge patterns, it's not a hot day today. We're not seeing a lot of hot movement at this moment. So LGVN, VRPX, same exact result. Wedge to a crack. Wedges are great to see that a move is going to happen. But on slow days, there is not enough buyers to see a hard spike. I love it. Can anyone else do that? Guys, it's taking me about 15 years. It has taken me about 15 years. But you know what? I can finally not look at the keyboard while typing. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty awesome. I don't mean to brag. Can anyone else just completely look away from the keyboard when typing? I probably wasn't able to develop that until 10 years after actually using a keyboard. Okay, so it takes some time. It takes some time. Hey, I still know people that... Does anyone go with the chopsticks? Ba, 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 ba. There's still, I know, a lot of chopstick users out there. Sure, we might throw in a little error every now and then, but it's still pretty good, I think. Watch this. Ready? Hi, my name is Sean Dekmar. How are you doing today? Are you part of Tradecaster.com? If not, there is a free 7-day pass. 8-day pass. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hi, my name is Sean. Are you part of... Look at that. Not only one error. Only one little error. You know what's the most absurd thing in the world? Was anyone else in that class back in the day? I remember in 5th grade, we had computer class. Back in 5th grade. And guess what? We had and like our 5th grade final was we had a pillowcase over our hands, and we had to type out an entire like an entire paragraph without looking in 5th grade. No one got it right. No one was even close. We had no idea where we were typing. We had no idea where our hands were. I don't think one person put together a word. That was the most ridiculous 5th grade final I've ever had in my life. And people say, well, Dek, did you pass it or fail it? No, I was in the 5th grade for 4 years before I finally got through it. Pretty good. But that one did not help. Maybe, again, it was just because back in the day, all I would do is play Oregon Trail in computer class. Anyone else do that? Just play the Great Oregon Trail. Be an old Westerner. Trying to find some gold. Seal, I think we look closely at KZIA. Yeah, KZIA, I'm down with it. I know that play's getting some action. And again, stock is up 200%. So for sure. Aussie Chick, I wasn't able to open a Lightspeed margin account with 5K. Can you recommend another broker I can short? If for some reason you can't open up a Lightspeed account, you can look at Trade Zero. You can look at Centerpoint. You can look at Cobra Trading. So I think the only option though would be Trade Zero, because Cobra Trading and Centerpoint, you have to have like 25,000 to use. The Browns, hey Dek, how many push-ups can you do at once? I'm not even gonna lie here. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna give an honest answer. How many push-ups can I do at once without putting my knee down? I'm gonna say 71. 71. Holding at least a plank. Probably 71. I think that's a good amount. I'm not going to give some ludicrous answer. I think 71's a good answer. All right, guys, let's see what we have here. KZIA. KZIA is going a little nuts right now, team. Everyone, let's go locate some shares over on KZIA. KZIA, Dek, how many shares would you want to get yourself involved in? Most likely, I want to get myself in around 10,000 shares. This is going to cost 40 bucks. Let's lock it in. KZIA, locking this in. All set, ready to go here. KZIA just got halted. Baby, oh baby, we got ourselves a possible trade here today. Guys, let's see what we have here. KZIA just went a little bit nuts. We have a 306% spiker on our hands. KZIA is live and things are getting hot here. So let's go with KZIA, now up 300% on the day. Let's go. We finally have a trade. So now we got to break this thing on down. I'm just going to share this with everyone so that you guys are all set. But we got to break down KZIA. So again, turn the music on up. Get things a little exciting up in here. Time to bring up the energy. Time to hit a little pre-workout and let's get this party started now. So KZIA, we got one. We got one on our line. We got to reel this sucker in. All right, traders, let's do this. Let's do this right now. Let's do this together right at this time. KZIA. Let's break it on down. Let's figure it out. KZIA is currently sitting with a 300% gain. Why? Is there any sort of news? Is there any sort of credibility? Is there any reason on why KZIA should be up this high? Well, KZIA did come out with a press release this morning. If we go ahead, break this thing on down, let's go ahead and see what we have over on KZIA. KZIA, I want to see if it's coming on up right here on our change percentage. Because I know it's a very tiny stock. So yeah, KZIA, 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 KZIA. KZIA this morning, we do have a 306% increase. It says KZIA announces phase 2, phase 3 trials for results in paxillipglibzatoma. All right, so here's the press release that we have at this moment. It shows that trial data shows clinical, meaningful improvement in its secondary analysis for its overall survival in plaxillipglibs treated new diagnosed unmethodated patients with glioblastoma. Let's go. I like it. So what we have here is we have meaningful improvement. That's bringing in a lot of hype. KZIA taking the top spot at this moment with good credibility. So with this stock up now 306%, we want to ask ourselves, how high can this stock go? We just spiked from 60 cents up to 80 cents. What is the next strong resistance line? $1 is obviously going to be strong resistance. We know that. $1 is always tough to break above. But is there going to be an area before that which might be a little bit troubling? I'm going to say, when I take a look at this play, I see an old spike right here. I see at this blue line, old spiking high, fade on down. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce, bounce, bounce. That's, again, a lot of trouble. I'm going to turn off the indicators here. I don't want the indicators kind of confusing you in any way. So we just have top here, bounce, 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 bounce. KZIA, that is at the price around 88 cents. We might have some trouble and turn around right around that 88 cent mark. So KZIA, if we can spike on up towards that high, that's where I want to be looking on this play. So I'm going to switch on over to a limit order. Drop my market right here over towards LSPT, which would be a light speed order. And it should be able to allow us to put in entries during a hold. Not getting filled, but we could put entries in around this hold area. So we could do 1,000 shares right here. There's again one entry. I am going to just surround that 90 cent area and just see if I can get filled somewhere around that mark. So I'm thinking like 90 cents is going to be an area that is just going to be able to make me pretty happy to be able to get filled. So I like this right now. I like where I'm at. If KZIA does spike on up, we know that daily chart already shows us bounce play, 88 cents, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. We might go slightly underneath it. We might go slightly above it. So I'm looking to get filled all around that 90 cent region at this moment. I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shares. Guys, we are about to open on up over on KZIA. Little heads on up, opening on up in about 3 seconds. Stay ready on this. 3, 2, 1. KZIA is live. KZIA is live. Not filled yet, guys. KZIA just got filled 2,000 shares. I'm in on 2,000 shares on KZIA, looking to get filled on all of them, and then a big pullback. I'm in on 4,000 shares. 4,000 shares over on KZIA, looking for a big pullback back on down to 79 cents. Now I'm in on this play, 4,000 shares at this moment, currently down $67. Let's watch to see if I can get a reversal back on down and keep on dropping. If it does spike up a little bit higher, I will still get filled a little bit more. I'm looking to be able to make another probably $300 to $500 if we get a reversal. Dek, where do you want this to fall on down to? Low 80 cents. Low 80 cents. I'll be able to take my profits. Guys, we are already starting to fall a little bit. We're up $329. $329 here. Can we crack 80 cents and actually start getting a little bit of a dip? I want to crack 80 cents and start getting a little bit of a drop back on down here. We're currently up $250. So far, I've invested $4,000 on this trade. Got 5,000 shares. Currently, again, sitting with a $250 profit. Looking for weakness back on down to sub 80 cents here. Well, we're still holding that 85 cent mark. I want to see, again, crack. I want to see a red candle. I want to see dropping. I want to see weakness here. We're still actually holding up a little bit. I want to see that reversal back on down to sub, again, 80 cents. It's great that we were able to find that blue line and see that blue line, but I still want to see, again, that fade back on down a little bit more. Oh, we're still, again, going back on up here. I'll put in entries at 94 cents. 94 cent region. I can look for some entries. My entry's at 89 cents at this time. Still holding these gains at this time. Still, again, moving itself on up. We're looking for that big red candle. Give us an upper shadow and give us a crack. Give us the upper shadow and give us a crack here. I'm currently sitting basically even at this time, right around 89 cents. Looking for a dump back on down to 79, 78 cents. That's what I want to see at this moment. Got a first trade here. That's, a nice hot mover, up 368% on the day so far. I will, again, look to be able to add on to this as this one spikes itself on up a little bit higher. Let's see if it goes up to 94 cents. Guys, just got filled more shares. 7,000 shares total now. Cost basis is now at 90 cents. Cost basis at 90 cents at this moment. Moved my cost basis up, added some more shorts up high. We know $1 is strong resistance. We're still looking for that big reversal as the stock is now up 365%. Look how big this green candle is. All the way from 20 cents all the way towards 90 cents. Looking for a drop and a reversal on down. Get our first red candle and start getting some weakness. That's what we want to see. We want to see a red candle and we want to see some weakness back on down to 79 cents here. So we're looking to see, can we fade? Can we drop? Can we get this weakness back on down? I'm currently sitting with a $98 loss at this moment. Now back in the green. You guys can see exactly what I'm focusing on. Looking for that pullback. We surrounded that 90 cent area. Got filled from the price of 88, 89, 90, and 94 so far. So our highest entry was at 94 cents. That was our highest entry, which was the high of the day. I am looking for a pullback. Looking for the drop and get a nice big red candle back on down to sub 80 cents. You guys can also see all my entries that have gotten filled at 87, 88, 89, 90, and then got filled at 94. Still have some entries up high as well. Currently sitting with a $13 profit. I invested $6,300 so far into this trade, looking for the reversal back on down in the hard red candle. Guys, right now we're up $350. Right now, again, we're up $200 and $240. Come on, give us that hard red candle. Give us that hard red candle, baby. Let's go. Wake up. Right now, we're currently sitting with $100, looking for that drop. All we need is that one red candle because we're up 354%. 354%. We're looking for a fade on down. Here it comes. Here it comes. Feed me. Feed me. I'm hungry today. KZIA looking for the drop. $359 profit so far. Come on. We know, again, a lot of support is sitting right at 80 cents. 80 cent support, traders. 80 cent support. $400. Come on, baby. Feed me. I'm hungry today. Feed me. I'm hungry today. Right now, we're at 85 cents. We're still holding up some gains here, traders. It's still holding a little bit. 80 cents is going to be 80 cents is going to be so tough to break. I already have a feeling that 80 cents is going to be really annoying to be able to crack. I don't want it going back above 90. I don't want it going back above 90. I want to see that 80 cent cracking, that sell-off already. Going back above 90, there's a chance that this thing squeezes. I don't want it going back above 90 here, team. I'm basically back to even at this moment. I want to see if this play can get that red candle, because if we can get that red candle, we'll go right back down to like 75 cents. That's the big red candle I'm looking for. That big red candle pushed me up back over $1,000 on the day. Man, if I make over $1,000 today, I'll be so pumped, because I know, again, this is not the easiest trading day in the world. So it really comes on down to, we have shorts looking for that reversal on down, crack of, again, 80 cents and be able to dump back on off. Have market orders all set, ready to get out of this play if we can crack 80 cents and really get that sell-off. Right now we're at 85 cents, 85 cents. Let's see an 81 cent. Let's see that big red candle sell-off, guys. Let's start seeing traders get scared. I want to see buyers get nervous. I want to see shorters start hammering down. Right now, team, looking for that crack. 84 cents, 84 cents, 83 cents, 83 cents. 80 cents has been a bitch so far. Let's go ahead and just smack through that wall. Right now, I'm looking for it. Come on now. KZIA. Can 80 cents, crack? Once we do, the big red candle is going to be happening for us. Once 80 cents cracks, that big red candle is going to happen. We'll all get paid probably $1,000 plus if 80 cents can crack. Now, I will let you guys know 80 cents has been tough. So if you want to take some profits right now, it's not a bad idea. Right now, we're at 82 cents. 82 cents, looking for the crack on down. Right now, we're at $500 at this moment. 82 cents, looking to be able to crack on down and keep getting that fade. 84. Dang it. 80. Guys, it's still just such a strong resistance line at this moment of 80 cents. Or strong support, I should say. Excuse me. So 80 cents, we're still looking for that crack. Give us that dump. Give us that red candle. Give us that red candle. We got 7,000 shares on this trade. Traders, I'm going to take my profits and be smart here. I'm going to take my gains. I'm going to take 350 bucks right now. I know that today's been a little bit tricky already. I'm going to, again, push myself up $630 on the day. Taking my gains, I think 80 cents might hold on up. Maybe I'm being a little bit of scared. Maybe I'm being a little nervous, I'll be honest. But I'd rather just take profits when I have it. And guys, here, get that crack. Get that crack for the team. Get that crack for the team here. So I'm just going to take my small gains today. Remember, guys, hey, I'm getting paid for my efforts today. I'm up $630 today. I'm getting paid for my efforts. I'm getting paid for my day. Guys, crack 80 cents here. You guys all get paid. Crack 80 cents here. You guys all get paid. Crack 80 cents here, you guys all get paid. Come on. This is where it's going to be a struggle, though. It's going to be bouncing all around this. My dream for you guys right here is the 80 cent happens and you just dump all the way down towards like 69 cents. That red candle is just sitting or waiting, getting ready. See, it's right back up to 82. It's going to be really difficult and really annoying, I think, to break 80 cents. So I was just like, hey, you know what? Let me just take my profits when I have them. Hey, but you know what? $660 or $630 in the matter of 2 hours on a very slow day is still better than nothing. Hey, Dek, let me go ahead and, look, see what I can do at this moment. So, at this time, guys, again, I know a lot of you guys are maybe talking, some trash right now, or you're saying, oh, Dek, he doesn't make that much money. I mean, guy, $630. Let's just think about it. $630 on a day times, again, 5. Again, that's $3,150 on the week. And we times that by, again, 4 weeks. I mean, that's only, and I know, again, you guys are probably making fun of me. That's only $13,000 on the month, right? And I mean, then he times that by 12 right here. And that's $151,000 on the year. So what I just did right now, I know, guys, it's kind of like peasant money, that like we're only making $151,000 on the year from what we just did on a slow day in 2 hours. And I get it. I don't want you guys making fun of me. I don't want you guys talking shit and being like, oh, Dek, he's poor, he's a peasant, he's only making $151,000 on the year right now. I mean, like, he probably doesn't have even a cook or a driver or any of that stuff. And it's like, I get it. I understand. I realize again where you guys are at, and you know what you guys are doing. It's just some days are going to be smaller than others, and some days are going to be bigger than others. So I mean, no one is probably living off $151,000, you know, living out of a box probably. But at the same time, I would rather just be able to say to myself, profits are profit, money is money, and we're all set, ready to go. Yeah, it's just, I get it. It's tough. I mean, if it's for anyone to live off $150,000 on the year, I mean, that's not going to pay for the 93 Supreme gas for my foreign car. I mean, I get my haircuts, my barber flies in from Italy. I can't probably afford that anymore. Every night I eat out. Every single night I go to, you know, some of the nicest restaurants in New York. Probably can't do that. So, I mean, living like a pilgrim. Living like a pilgrim over here at this moment. Not too bad. Right now, traders, not a bad day. Not a bad day. You know what I liked about today? You know what I liked about this opportunity? You know what I like about this trade? You know what I like? We got ourselves involved in here. You know what I like? Is that every single trade that we got ourselves involved in, it was a predictable trade. Every single trade that we got ourselves involved in, we said to ourselves, hey, we have a reason behind it. We got in on QURE for a reason, because that was an old spiking high area. Old spiking high, we're looking for a sell-off. Well, you could also buy in on QRE right now as well, because QURE at this moment is going from the bullish side to the bearish side. We made money on QURE off a reason. Then again, KZIA. KZIA, we shorted this play at 90 cents. Why did we short KZIA at 90 cents? Well, KZIA, we know that this one has a lot of strong old reversal areas. Reversal at 90 cents. Bounce play 90 cents. Bounce play at 90 cents. Bounce play at 90 cents. At 90 cents, we have, again, strong reversal areas. So, again, KZIA and, again, QURE, we had our reasons behind it, right? We had our reasons behind this play. So I do want you guys to see what I'm doing. I want you guys to focus what we're doing. I want you guys to be able to ask yourself and say to yourself, oh, hey, this is fantastic. This is great, right? So it's just about, you know, that predictability. Now, I know we're live over on YouTube at this time. I do want you guys to realize every single day we are live over on Tradecaster.com, the #1 trading community in the world. #1 trading community in the world, where I'm live streaming. Other live streamers are here that you guys can watch and you guys can learn from. The chat rooms that are here. The video library that is here that you guys can be able to study on up and be able to watch our lessons, watch what we have. So again, over 375 videos, over 200 hours of lessons. If you guys want to be part of this absolute elite trading community, make sure you guys sign on up to a free 7-day pass right now. So free 7-day pass, watch me trade, join me every single day. Also, a little sign note, guys. Here comes that sell-off over on KZIA. Little heads on up. Tomorrow, guys, is the day that this goes live over to the public. If you guys are coming out to Utah, get ready to go. This will be sold out by tomorrow, most likely. I don't see there's a way that it's not going to be sold out. So tomorrow, it'll probably be sold out. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, send me an email. Hit me on up, 7 o'clock. Make sure you guys are all set, ready to go. Get your spot reserved over in the Utah house so that you guys are ready to rock and roll. All right? If you guys are part of Tradecaster, you guys already know I've been giving you guys a little bit of a, I gave you guys a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a special deal. So if you guys are part of Tradecaster, make sure you guys are, again, getting everything into me that you guys need to before tomorrow. But hey, another day of winning, another day of profit, another day of coming out on top, another day that we could say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, throwing in those gains. Another day of just adding over on these big time profits. KZIA, I think KZIA is going to get another little pop back up towards around 90 cents, but I do think KZIA is going to, keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So I think it will get another little pop, but I think overall it's going to get weaker. Any other questions, comments, concerns, anything that you guys need? Please let me know. Dek, where do you get all your tickers from? Again, I get all my tickers from Fox Runner here. So again, every morning tells me all the news, and then again, the news alerts just tells me, of course, all the best trades. So this is where I get most of all my ideas and tickers from. Also, what else is there, guys? What else do we need to be aware of here? Dek, how many spots are left? There are 2 spots left for Utah. 2 spots left. So we got 2 spots left over on Utah for those that are coming. So I'm pumped on up. Very excited about it. It's going to be an awesome time. What else do we have here? Yeah, guys, other than that, QURE starting to drop. KZIA trying to hold itself on up. The S&P 500 starting to get a little bit of a climb here. Other than that, we got the Netherlands going live in about 3 hours. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We got a wedding to pay for with the Netherlands. Every person here is saying England. And it's not making me happy. Because yesterday, every single person said Spain and they won. So you guys are scaring me now. You guys are scaring me. You guys aren't making me feel good. We got a wedding to pay for. We got to make it happen. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. I was able to make $6,128 because I bet that Spain, I bet that Netherlands and Spain was going to win. Now I bet that Spain and Netherlands was going to win. Spy still watching this. Right now, team, we are waiting. We are looking. We are watching. We're staying alert. We're staying hungry. I think I know why. I think I know why so many people are saying England's going to win. Let's see. I can always see where people are from here in chat. Oh, this is why. Okay, this makes sense. So these are, again, the people in the chat room right now. People in the chat room. This makes sense. We don't have one person here. There's not even one person at this moment that is in, the Netherlands. But we have a ton of people right now that are currently in England. So I gotcha. We got a big English fan base over here. English traders, English members. So I gotcha. Makes sense. All right. All right. Mojo, do you live stream for your members every single day? Every single day. Every single day I am live, and every single day there are other live streamers over on Tradecaster. So every single day, absolutely. All right, traders, other than that, I just want to say again, congratulations to all the traders who have absolutely crushed it here today. I know that today was a little bit slower than what I wanted. And, I always love crazy hot days. Like yesterday was a crazy hot day with SNGX, and I always like going a little nuts. I always like getting a little bit wild. I always love going a little bit crazy. But you know what, guys? Not every single day will be like that. We have to, again, take and choose our battles and, being able to come out on top and be able to be up, $629 on the day. I think that's an excellent day for what we were able to achieve so far. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for everyone who profited with me. Congratulations for everyone who came out on top. Congratulations for everyone that's saying, hey, Dek, I'm green today, even on a day that's a little bit slower. You guys have done fantastic. You guys have done amazing, and you guys are the traders that absolutely inspire me and motivate me every single day. I hope everyone here has an absolute wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and you guys are staying fired up. You guys are staying hungry. You guys are getting over into the video library. You guys are taking these profits and enjoying life. You guys aren't sitting in a cubicle. You guys aren't doing an hour-long commute. You guys aren't underneath a boss. You guys aren't signing away for a salary. You guys are, again, taking your life into your hands and saying, I want more out of here. I want to be able to go onto that next level. I love it. Traders, let's get ready to rock and roll. Hit me with the Dekmar trades, ow. You guys already know it. Let's get after it in 3, 2, 1. Ah, hoo, hoo, hoo. Enjoy it, traders. Welcome to the winning lifestyle, baby. I love this job. I'll see you guys later. Congratulations. We'll see what we get coming up in the future. Great morning today, team. Love working with you guys as always.